Hi developers, it's Guillaume from Ikomia. Today I make a short video to show how you can easily create computer vision workflows with the Ikomia API, and then how you can transform this workflow into a beautiful API endpoint thanks to the Ikomia SCALE platform. Well, first you need to log into the platform. Then you need to create a new project. So select your workspace, add a project name, my first project, put a description if you want, and click on Create Project. Your project is created. As you can see, there is no workflows inside it, so the next step is to create a workflow with the Ikomia API. Open your favorite code editor, and then you have to create a virtual environment and install Ikomia CLI. It will install all the stuff you need for this tutorial. So it's already installed on my machine. Then open a Python file, and this is my first workflow. So I will detail these lines of code. First, you need to import some object from the Ikomia package. Then you have to create your workflow. So here you set the name of your workflow. In this example, I will create a workflow that transforms your photos into artistic photos. That's why it's called artistic image transformation. Then you can add algorithm to your workflow. I only add one algorithm for the example. It's a neural style transfer. And then you can run this workflow on your image and display the results. So let's go. Execute this workflow. And this is the results. So your input image is like this. This is the reference image. So the style of this image is applied to this image, and it gives these results. That's it. This is our workflow. As you can see, I save it as image transformation.json, which is a file format for describing my workflow. You have it here. The next step now is to push this workflow to Ikomia SCALE. For this, you will need the CLI. So first, you need to create a token for your account. So this is this command line. So you set your credentials, and it creates a token. So follow the instruction. I export my token, and then I can push this workflow to Ikomia SCALE. So it's not my project, it's my first project, and that's it. So I push my JSON file to my first project. Run this command, and it will package and upload your workflow to the Ikomia SCALE platform. Okay, that's it. Now we go back to the platform, and as you can see, a workflow is now in your project. So you can click on it. It's okay. You can look at the description of the workflow. Okay, it corresponds to my workflow, and then you don't have deployment for the moment, so the next step is to deploy this workflow. The first thing to do is to select your provider. So we only have AWS for the moment, but we will have more providers in the near future. You only have serverless for the moment, but you will have CPU and GPU instances in the future. And you select the country where you want to deploy your workflow. Select the size according to the needs of your workflow. So I opt for an Excel machine, and then just click on Add Deployment. Well, your workflow is building and deploying on AWS serverless. This deployment will take between 5 to 10 minutes. So I make a pause, and I will come back when it's finished. Well, the deployment is finished. So as you can see, the workflow is running. You have the endpoint that you can use for integrating your this workflow to your app. You have a Test Me button, so click on it, and it opens a testing page where you can test your workflow. So upload an image or pick one from the predefined image, and the workflow runs automatically on your image, and you have the results here. So you have also the API response if you integrate this workflow to your application. And that's it. Your first AI workflow is deployed on a web server. Well, this tutorial is finished. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video.